Now, the Pigeon Forge Strip is often advertised as a must-visit place with plenty of things to see and do, but what's it really like? Well, in this interactive video where you get to control the view, I'm going to show you what Pigeon Forge is really like. So if you're ready, come along with me. Now, although this is not on the Pigeon Forge Strip, it is just one block in. This is the old mill, and it's a sight and sound that I just had to share in this video. Now again, this is a fully interactive video, which means throughout the entire video, you get to control what you look at, whether it's in front of you, behind me, side to side, up or down. And depending on which device you're using, you're going to have different control options. You could use a VR headset and look around as if you're on the scooter yourself. You could use your phone or tablet and use your finger to move the image around, or the actual device itself. You can also watch on a laptop and use your mouse. All you do is hold down the left click button and move the image around. And some smart TV devices allow you to control the image with your remote control. So whatever device you're watching on, feel free to make it a personalized, one-of-a-kind experience as we tour the Pigeon Forge Strip and show you what it's really like. All right, so if you'd like to follow along on Google Maps, you're welcome to do so. We are starting out here heading north on the east side of the strip. Right behind me is Methodist Street. Across the street is Corky's Barbecue, I believe, and Riverside Motor Lodge off here to the right. So we're going to take the entire side, east side, all the way down. Then we're going to cross over, come up the west side, heading south. So you see both sides of the strip. But if you continue watching until later, I do have a bonus location, a street just off of this strip that has some other hidden gems that you may not know about. So we'll check that out later. But let's start our journey and adventure along the busy but entertaining Pigeon Forge Strip Parkway. And in case you're wondering, scooters are 100% legal down here. I did check prior to coming, and people ride them all over the place. It's a great mode of transportation, and there's big wide sidewalks everywhere down here, as well as a lot of trails as well. So plenty of places to ride and really easy navigation on an electric scooter. So I'm going to show you. Go ahead. I'm going to show you one of the many touristy stores that are themed out. This one is themed after a shark, and they actually have live sharks inside. So you got some photo opportunities right there. And right next door to that, if you like bears, well, there's a bear gift shop right here where you can actually enter through the bear's mouth. So a lot of variety down here. And again, if you're not seeing what I'm explaining, just back up the video a little bit, turn your image somewhere else. But you can watch this video multiple times and look at something different each and every time. So you're not forced to look at what I say, but I'm going to point out things along the way so you have at least a reference and understanding as to where we are, what we're looking at. So this intersection here is Old Mill Avenue. That's where we started the video, at the old mill, the big water wheel, the waterfall. And this is Parkway 441, officially known as. Funnel Cake Factory, Candy Kitchen. A lot of small businesses. There's everything from collectibles, looks like that place had a fire, to tattoo shops, Chocolate Monkey. And if you like go-karts, well, there's no shortage of them down here. There are numerous go-kart tracks. First one here we're coming upon is Speed Zone. They have multi-level go-kart tracks. They're pretty awesome, to say the least. It says Speed Zone, where fast is fun. Right next door to that is Fun Stop, another go-kart track. This one has definitely one, if not two courses here. Yeah, two tracks. People are crashing. So it is in the morning and it's busy already. You even have a Soaring Eagle zip line. 3 tracks for $30. Looks like this person's having a hard time parking. We also have an arcade here called the Big Top Arcade. Pretty neat theming. It's got that old school carnival vibe to it. There's a carnival barker. There's a bungee ride right there, which I would never attempt. And then we have fun stop over here as well. More go-karts, bull riding.
Slow down. Enter the pit area slowly and remain seated. Your ride has come
all different kind of courses. Some of them have helixes and multi-tier levels and drops.
And remain seated. Your ride has come to an end. Slow down. Enter the pit area slowly and remain seated.
And we had a big dragon off to our right with a really blue waterfall. I think that might be mini golf, maybe. Hopefully he's not fire breathing. Might be a little toasty here. Actually enter through the dragon's tail right there, castle themed, and then right beyond that is Jurassic Times Golf. So yes, this is a miniature golf course. Dinosaur themed, and dinosaurs, oh, he's like yelling at us. Dinosaurs are heavily themed down here in Tennessee, Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg area. The island has a whole dinosaur area. There's a Jurassic Jungle boat ride, which I've ridden many times. And you have mini golf right here. So if you like dinosaurs, well, you may want to consider coming down here. Toy Chest Company on the right, toy store. Bear Claw. And then we have some lodging, Parkway Inn. In case you're wondering where we're staying at the Drury Plaza. It's just off of the Parkway here. And we may see it later on as we may be driving by it. Now, some of my favorite attractions we're going to be coming upon to in a little bit. They're further down this direction. And when you see them, you may understand why. They really stand out. Moon Pie General Store. Pigeon Forge's best sportswear and souvenir shop. Coming up on the right hand side, more golf, more go-karts, but this go-kart track is undergoing renovation. Looks like it would have been a pretty cool track. It was all wooden. Looks like they're refurbing it, renovating it. And you have Crave Golf right here. Looks like a multi-level miniature golf course here. Completely unique theme. Candy and gumballs and creatures. Oh, look at this classic car up here. Is that a wagon, Bel Air? There's a few of them here. Look at it. Got a Camaro. 3 Camaros. All right, I call dibs on the blue one. That is sharp. I'm not a Chevy person, but I do love a Chevy Camaro. And then look to your right. A big no ride for me. That big swinging pendulum. I don't know what it's called. I think it's called the vomit inducer. Unofficially, but holy crap. And another go-kart track right here. Nice multi-tier ramp coming down. You can see the levels in the background, and those people are just hanging up there. Well, they're cruising. Are they gonna go backwards now? Oh geez. Holy cow. Wow. That is insane. Oh, no way. I get sick just watching it. I'd be yelling, stop the ride! Stop the ride! think if I was to do a track, I might do this one here. Looks like the most fun one so far. That, I don't think you could pay me to go on that. That is ridiculous. As we continue past that, got some other items for enjoyment, some little carnival rides. Fast Tracks, fastest carts in town, amusement center. So some kiddie rides, go-karts, airbrushing, arcade. And what is back here? Is that more go-karts over there? I thought it was bumper cars for a second. That track doesn't look as fun as the previous one we just saw. Oh, and Bigfoot's down here, Bigfoot's Country Barn. There's some selfie options with Sasquatch himself. A couple of them around here. Gotta keep my head on a swivel too. It's pretty busy down here. I will say this area is like a combination of like Ocean City, Maryland, maybe Virginia Beach, even somewhat Vegas vibes. We'll go through here. So we got a lot of theming over here. Bear murals. Having some fudge, some apples, some ice cream. And 3 bears up there above Jesus Saves. You can see and feed live bears inside of here apparently. It looks like this person's having a hard time here. Wait for them. Alright, people are struggling to drive down here. So here's another arcade. Almost looks like a big jukebox. Okay, watch out, there's people riding by. At least she waved. So if I get into an accident, I got it on camera. I'm going nice and slow though, staying to the side. But up here is just more lodging, so let's get back up on the sidewalk. I think we'll be a bit more safer up there for now. Coming up on our right, Comedy Barn. I believe that's a dinner theater show. I'm going to cut to the parking lot here because there is a building up here I do want to show you up closer. That is one heck of a barn though. Next to that is Stages West. At the end up here is Alcatraz Museum. Alcatraz East. Famous prison. Very expensive though to do the museum though. You actually see if you look up top, there's prisoners trying to escape the guard up there with his rifle in hand. It's a crime museum. I think it's nearly 40 bucks a person, so a little pricey, but if you're into that type of thing, maybe worth it to you. Now off to the right, behind these buildings, there's another area called the Island. They have a big Ferris wheel there, a lot of shopping, fountain show, and that's where all the dinosaurs are. I don't know if we're going to go through there because it's usually extremely busy. It'd be kind of impractical or unpractical, whatever the word is, to take the scooter through there, but it is back there and it's interesting. It's a neat place. Here's another neat attraction, Pirate's Voyage, fun feast and adventure. So it's similar to like a medieval times, but it's pirate themed, where they have like a battle against the pirates, and they have performers that that do some high dives, and there's fire, and I heard it's a really good show. It's around, I think, $60 to $80 a person, but again, that does include the meal and the show. And you can maybe sometimes find discounts on Groupon or something like that. There's one of the tattoo shops I mentioned. We got goats on the roof. And up here, if you want to get a unique tour of the Smoky Mountains, they do offer pink Jeep tours. And the name literally speaks for itself. You ride in the back of a pink Jeep. So if you have a small group of people, you could book an excursion and get to see it in your own unique way in the back of a pink Jeep. Off to our right is simply known as the track, Kids Country. Another go-kart track here, multiple tracks. Let's see if we can get a view of them. Look at another multi-level go-kart track. This one's called Wild Woody. There's another one right here, and there's also some type of drop attraction. I think a free fall attraction there. They go over the bridge, come around, they got a little tunnel here, they're gonna come right towards us. Their faces are really focused. Must be a really intense race. Rivals against rivals. It's like a bumpy track too. I see all their heads bobbling around like bobbleheads. You get that a lot of times with these concrete tracks. If they have a nice paved track, it's not bad. The wooden ones aren't much smoother, but it's a completely different riding experience, riding on wood. And they even got bumper boats here on the right-hand side. You don't see those too often. I think the last time I rode one of those was maybe Knoebels before they put in the Impulse back in 2015. And we have more mini golf here. This is Happy Jack's bait shop, it says. Everything from giraffes and elephants and zebras, caves and waterfalls, even a Jeep back there with a gorilla in the back. So mini golf and go-karts, no shortage of them down here. And now we got some other different attractions coming up off to our right further up. Right here is Magic Quest. It's an interactive attraction. Castle themed, obviously. Mellow Mushroom. I think we ate at one in Gatlinburg. They had good food, good pizza. And up ahead is something for those who love Christmas. Especially those who love Christmas 365. It's the Inn at Christmas Place. It's a hotel resort that you can stay at that is themed after Christmas all year round. Christmas lights, Christmas trees, everything is Christmas 365. It's a big place too, but it's actually really beautiful. I wouldn't mind it. I know Jill and Lil wouldn't want to be at a Christmas place in the summer, but I've seen some pictures and some video clips. It is really nicely done. Not over the top like where it's in your face, but it gives it that warm, cozy feel all year round with the Christmas lights, Christmas trees, decorations. Wouldn't be surprised if there's even Christmas music playing in the lobby. Look up to the right, up high. Your eyes are not deceiving you. That is King Kong climbing a skyscraper. Only down here would you see it. That is part of the Hollywood Wax Museum. We're gonna take a quick ride up there because there's something else to see from the parking lot as well. So up here, pretty building facade where the main entrance is, but if you look over here, they have their Mount Rushmore of Tennessee. Let's see here, take a look at it. So, looks like Charlie Chaplin, I think Marilyn Monroe or Dolly, probably Dolly I would say, Elvis, and John Wayne. Hopefully I got that correct. And the back of the lot, look at this place. It's like a medieval castle. I don't know actually what this is. I think it's part of the attractions here at the Wax Museum. It's open, whatever it is, but really neatly themed. The Wax Museum is similar to Madame Tussauds, if you've ever been to one of those. Just their own rendition of it here. Oh, look at this. This is Smoky Mountain Snow Park. And they're like a mountain coaster. It's almost like little go-karts. See if we can check it out here. So they have a few attractions. They have actually like a mountain coaster and then so they have a mountain coaster and then that contraption where you're hanging from the pipe going around to, oh, it's a shooting game. You have to shoot targets. That looks really neat. So this place has a few things going on. We get that coaster shooting game where you're hanging down, and then you have the actual mountain coaster, but I've never seen one with the wheels like that, like little vehicles. That looks like a lot of fun. I might be nervous at first, but I think I would be okay because I'd be focused on shooting the targets. Yeah, they're cruising on that. Let's see if we can see them coming around here in front of this tunnel. All right, here comes one of those cars. Keep your eye on the tunnel right there. Boy, that looks really cool. And then just over here, they actually have a slide area called Blizzard Ridge where you can actually slide down on, like, it's like plastic rollers, I think it is. It's not snow. So right there is the, I guess you call it snow tubing part. It's called Blizzard Ridge. So it's not actual snow, it's like plastic or rollers or something like that, but you take the conveyor up and you actually slide down. So that's open year round, no snow required. I thought the wheels actually turn too. Is it fun? Is it fun?
Yes.
Yeah. Is it worth the money?
There's only like 3 rides.
Yeah.
But it is. We're getting ready. On one ride you get wet.
Oh. Sounds fun. So, mixed reviews. The little kids say, yeah, it's worth it. It's fun. The mother's like eh. So, maybe they have a package deal there where you get to do the shooting game and the coaster and the slides. Might be worth it like that. Now up here is another building which gets your attention. And it used to be a couple different places, and it's undergoing renovation right now as, I believe, like a candy store. But it used to be called, I think, In the Frame. And the entrance had a big camera. You used to walk through the camera lens. And I think before that, there was something to do with like trending news. It was short-lived. I think this is the third business or third rendition of whatever this place is going to be. It says Sweets in Play, coming soon. But it's a big toppled over skyscraper, like it's falling apart. There used to be a big camera right there, and you would walk through the camera lens to get inside. So I took that away. I think it's going to be arcade, mini golf, ice cream, and candy. That's going to be coming soon. Now another place I definitely recommend is right here, this crazy looking upside down building known as WonderWorks. It's a fully interactive hands-on experience inside with different things you could do. It's hard to explain. I did make a video of one in Florida we went to. So if you want to see what it's like, that was a number of years ago. I'll link it down below. But WonderWorks is a really great attraction. I think it's well worth the money. I think it's the same price as the Alcatraz Museum, but this I think is more worth the value because it's hands-on, it's interactive, it's for people of all ages, and really cool looking building too. And right next to WonderWorks is Hatfield and McCoy Dinner Feud. Almost everyone knows those names. The feud between the two families. We're gonna take a ride through the parking lot here because there's a couple neat things to check out, get some pictures with. It's really well themed out. It's almost like two old wooden homes joined to one. Really similar to I think the Comedy Barn and the Pirate Voyage. It's a dinner theater show. and I heard great reviews about this one as well. But if you come onto the property though, you got a few old vehicles like this one right here. Is this an old Chevy? Yes, it is. Chevrolet. Old tractor up there. Got the little water tower. And if we come up to the front of the building, we'll see a few more things. Now, even if you're not into this type of thing, you don't have to necessarily go to the show, but I definitely recommend at least coming here on property to check them out. Now look at the bath right here. They actually have the water coming out of the bucket, like the old style, take a bath out in the Wild West outhouse here. They got some music playing, so I'm gonna keep talking. But theming really well done. They got the front porch here you can sit on, listen to some country music. And we got the moonshine still off to the left. Another old truck there, some barrels up on some barrels. It's like maybe a little chicken coop. And the front of the building here, really bright, vibrant. And look at, there's actually live animals here. There's goats. Huh, they have goats here. Bah. Let's see if we get up closer. Oh, there's chickens running too. Ha! Oh, look at this too. Little shack here surrounded by water. That's neat. A couple more old trucks here. A Chevy and a Dodge. Chevy's got some pigs on it. So great theming, great curb appeal if you want to call it that. But they actually have live goats here. Honk if you love Happy McCoy. Okay. This place is something else. Let's see if we get some animals over here. I do need to keep talking though, just to avoid any music issues, but they got chickens, goats, and some pigeons over here too. Another bathtub over there, but not sure. So do not feed my critters. Okay, so they're just for observing, taking pictures. You don't want to feed them or stick your fingers in there, but they are right here on property. That is too cool. So we got a little Wild Wild West, old town feeling, and some live animals from the farm. Is he gonna come over and say hello? It's almost like goats on a roof. There he is. What are you doing, buddy? Yeah, I know, I can't feed you. It's against the rules. It looks like you're eating pretty good though. Got a nice big belly on you. Just don't eat those pigeons or chickens. Gotta make friends with those. Look, he's got a scratch. He's scratching his neck. Look at him. He's got his eyes closed, like that meme when they play the music and the guy's like putting his hands back. All right, well, enjoy the rest of your day, Mr. Goat. I'm gonna take everyone else on the rest of the tour. Maybe they'll come see you sometime. I turned off my camera just a moment too soon. It just turned 12 o'clock and the Titanic blew her horn 3 times. It actually kind of gave me a startle. I'm like, what the hell is that? It was so loud and it echoed off the buildings. I didn't know they do that. But this is the Titanic exhibit museum. They don't allow filming in here, but I think you can take pictures if I'm not mistaken. White Star Line, they have an ice cream place here, but one of the most photogenic, iconic locations down here in Pigeon Forge. And you'll see why when you go up on the sidewalk. It is an absolutely must visit stop along the strip here. Actually, we can maybe actually go right at the curb. You got the captain's hat here, the big anchor. Gonna go right up on top here. And look at that. Got the ship treading water. And look what's to the left of it. The big iceberg. You get a little bit farther away. This place, I should say this structure, is so eye-catching. There you go. Iceberg right ahead. I don't see Jack and Rose though. This is, if you love the movie Titanic or the history of it, I think you'd want to check this place out, but at the very least, stop here for some one-of-a-kind photos. Now talk about curb appeal and getting your attention driving down the strip. If this doesn't do it, nothing will. Every time I come here, I always get a photo or two. So if you couldn't tell, we did cross the street. We crossed over right past the toppled over skyscraper that was in the frame. So now we're heading south, seeing everything on the opposite side. So the side we just came from, you'll see those things from a distance. And now we're going to focus on several things on this side. But don't forget, once we do reach our ending point, I do have a bonus location, a bonus street off of this strip that I think is worthy of a visit as well. In case you're curious, today is Wednesday. As you already know, it just turned past 12 o'clock. And it's a busy day on the parkway. Look at the traffic. And thankfully, I'm not sitting in it. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to do a scooter tour instead of a driving tour, because, well, we'd be sitting in traffic all day. That's no fun. Here we can kind of weave in and out, go where we want, not be in anyone's way, not have to worry about parking. And there's King Kong holding an airplane, climbing the skyscraper. There's also all types of food down here, everything from Mexican to Asian to Indian and everything else in between. There's also like Panda Express down here, Culver's. I don't think there's no In-N-Out down here. There's another place I can't think of that is similar to White Castle, but it's a different brand, different name. If I think of it, I'll tell you. Maybe Carol's? Not sure. Up here though is a neat diner. They have some classic cars out in the parking lot. Again, more photo opportunities. And this is the intersection of Sugar Hollow Road, Henderson Chapel Road, and obviously the Parkway. There's a couple of classics right there. Old school diner. It's got that mirrored exterior on it. A lot of people here too. That says something about the food and the service. It's probably pretty good. This is the Sunliner Diner. And in case you're curious about the weather, today's high is around 73 to 75 degrees in the afternoon. Right now it's in the low 60s. Very little humidity, and the overnight low was in the upper 40s. So nice, comfortable weather. No complaints from me whatsoever. Up here on the right is something I think is somewhat newer, if I'm not mistaken. It's known as Sky Pirates of Mermaid Bay. It's miniature golf, but they actually have live mermaids in different parts of the course that you interact with. So you can get your pictures taken with them. They talk to you. You can have conversations with them, but they have an indoor and outdoor miniature golf course. But if you're into mermaids, that's something worth checking out possibly. One place I can't show you, which is down here, is Dollywood. Although we were there yesterday. That is in Pigeon Forge itself, so we're near it. So this is known as the Christmas place. We've seen the Christmas Inn where you can stay there. This is for your shopping needs. This whole entire place is nothing but Christmas decorations. Everything from lights to ornaments to wreaths and trees. Everything in between. I've seen some walkthrough videos of this place as well. You can even meet Santa inside, but what a place. It looks like they may even have a little model train display out here too. Oh, it's not running, but they have a G-scale model train display out here in the courtyard. Bridges, the flowing water, nature's carpet. Wonder when they run that. That'd be neat to see. Nice and simple, not overly done, but definitely would like to watch some trains roll through there. Now I don't know what the story with this is, but they actually have a miniature scale train. Looks like it may be a coal one. This operated at one time. It's got the passenger car. I wonder if they used to operate this here. I'm fairly certain that was a coal-fired locomotive. Similar scale to what you'd see at Knoebels, and similar to Old Smokey at Knoebels, but if you have any details on this as to why it's out here or where it used to run, by all means share it down below. I was mentioning earlier about there being trails down here. There's actually one right along this river. It goes down through a city park area and down towards the island. I actually rode that the other day. Nice and scenic and enjoyable. It's all paved, lighted at night. So off to the right is the Lumberjack Feud, Paula Dean's. And although I've never seen that show, I've seen videos of like the lumberjack competitions where they're chopping the trees and doing the log spinning or log balancing. So they have that down here too, as well as some treetop towers or canopies that look much too high for me. Now, as you're watching this video, leave a comment later on and tell me, what is your favorite attraction? Which one would you want to visit the most? Now look out to the right, the Truth Traveler. Time travel ride. I don't remember seeing that before. It's got a little alien up on top waving hello. See, they're friendly after all. Did anyone say they want more go-karts? Well, I got you covered. This is Laser Port and roller coaster style go-kart track with aliens on them. So let's see, Park Hopper Pass, you could do multiple attractions. They got aliens up there in the go-karts hanging from the ceiling there. And as they look like a three level go-kart track, maybe even 4. That's a big course. They're actually coming right above us here. There's a big spiral in the background. There's Laser Port. I think somebody yelled nice scooter. I don't know where they yelled it from though. So up here is something that people either love or hate. And I love it. I've done multiple videos on it. And I even went so far as calling it a Pigeon Forge tourist trap in one of my videos. And I still agree with that statement just because it is expensive, but it is a really, I don't know how to describe it. It's so bad, it's good. Let's leave it like that. It is an old school dark ride attraction. From the outside, you know, all their money went to the facade and exterior. They got the dinosaurs in there, the waterfalls, the smoke, and it says Flying Dinos, Sea Monsters, Dino Boat Ride. So that's changed. But yeah, they put all their money out here to draw you in. And on the inside, it's a gamble as to what to expect. Sometimes the attractions are working, sometimes they're not. Sometimes there's areas of pitch blackness, nothing happening. Other times there's a lot going on. So it is expensive, but I recommend riding it at least once. But if you are expecting Disney quality animatronics and theatrics, well, you're not going to get that. If you want to see something that's kind of, you know, past its prime, but still unique, I definitely recommend checking it out then. And those of you who are still watching, I'm going to be doing an interactive video of this attraction later today. So the same way you're watching this video, where you control the view, I'm going to film that ride the same way. So you're going to be able to look at whatever you want the entire ride. I don't think that's ever been done before, so this will be a first time experience to film a dark ride attraction in 360. So I'll be riding there, not giving a whole lot of commentary, but you'll be sitting next to me and you can look wherever you want the entire ride. So I think it's going to make for a really fun, unique experience. So look for that video to come out in the near future. Who wants barbecue? Bennett's Pit. Oh, a couple classic cars up here. Look at this gorgeous turquoise. Wow. Pontiac and a Dodge. Love that color. A couple of classics covered up there. And the right hand side got a Monte Carlo. Is that an IROC? No, it's a Camaro. There's phone numbers on them. They might be for sale. Okay, anyone raise their hand for more mini golf? I got you covered in that too. This is Professor Hacker's Lost Treasure Golf. We actually played here back, I think, in 2020. I think they have 2 different courses, but they have everything from like a broken down airplanes up there to the rusted out ship, waterfalls, caves, I believe. So that one's more, I'd say, closer to like Indiana Jones themed. Also, down here in Pigeon Forge is a still surviving Pizza Hut. And it's like the old school Pizza Hut. We ate there, I think, our last visit here, and it's just how I remember it. I don't think they have the buffet or the salad bar, but it's still a sit-down Pizza Hut restaurant rather than just takeout or a quick service. Is this another go-kart place up here? Yes, it is. This is Extreme Racing. Let's see if we can get a view of the track. Do me another favor. Later on in the video, besides telling me what attraction draws you in the most that you want to visit, tell me which go-kart track you'd want to visit, and which mini golf place you'd want to visit. So give me 3 different answers, unless they're all at the same place, and I'll tell you mine as well. Oh, a couple more classic cars. Another Camaro. It's like a cream color. It's like maybe about a 68, 69. Candy Kitchen up here on the right. And if you look at the distance, what do you see? The famous Smoky Mountains. And that'll be the Smoky Mountain National Park. It's also going to be where Gatlinburg is too. And we saw some bears earlier, and now we have probably the biggest bear you'll ever see right here at the Country Bear General Store. Give you a little drive-by. And it's right next to a Dunkin'. Look at that bear. You can actually go up underneath them and get a shot. Those of you who know this movie reference, tell me down below. Big Bear chase me. It's an 80s movie. If you know it, comment down below. And then we got a couple of neat shops over here. That's why I'm off the sidewalk in the parking lot. So some souvenir shops. Then we've seen before sharks. How about gators? Live Gators souvenir shop. So I'll get another photo opportunity, and they actually have live gators inside. I've seen them before. So a little bit of wildlife, a little bit of shopping. Oh, here's something, a blast from the past. Who remembers these coin-operated rides? You used to see them at grocery stores. They actually have them here. Antique car, fire truck, the horse, and the horse and buggy. I don't know what the time error is on these. I'd say probably 70s or 80s, maybe even earlier. But these are actually functioning. Weight limit 60 pounds, but they got 4 of them right here. So, nice little throwback. And aside for some great eating, there is some more common fast food like you would see anywhere else, like McDonald's, Wendy's, Taco Bell. Gas right now at this BP is $3.99. Obviously everything is inflated with gas prices because of the current world situation. We did stop at Buc-ee's to get fuel. It's about 20 cents cheaper there. $3.79 we got it for. Okay, so we're kind of back down to where we came out and started. There's Corky's down here, Golden Corral, and we started on the other side. So right now, I'm going to take you to a bonus location. Hopefully you're still watching. I know this is probably a lengthier video, but it is a long strip. I wanted to show you both sides of it so you have a full understanding as what this place has to offer, why it's so recommended to come here. So I'm going to head on over there. This is just a short distance away from the strip. I still think it's worth a visit with some different attractions over there. So stay tuned. We'll pick up over there next. All right, so here is a bonus area. Now, I just came from the Old Mill area. Remember we showed that earlier, talked about it? So I took the Old Mill Laner Road right out to the end. So we're about maybe a few blocks in from the Pigeon Forge Strip Parkway. This is known as Teaster Lane. Now to the right up here is where the lane ends or begins, depending how you look at it. We want to, though, cross it and ride the opposite way because there's a few attractions down here that you may not know about that are, I say, worth a visit if you're in the area. Some things for shopping, some things for entertainment, some things for thrill. So we're going to make our way down towards that way. I think it's going to be heading north, and we'll show you what some of them are. Kind of bumpy on the sidewalk here, but hopefully it's coming through okay. If you look off into the distance towards the left center, you see a tall building? That's Drury Plaza Hotel. That's where we're staying. Now that name also may sound familiar because I always stay in the Drury Plaza Hotel in Pittsburgh. This one though is actually brand new. It opened a few months ago. And I always recommend staying at a Drury Plaza Hotel for a number of reasons, which I'll tell you why. Number one, excellent service there. As far as like the cleanliness, the hospitality, the friendliness, both locations top notch. This one though, parking is free, really fast high-speed Wi-Fi. You get obviously free breakfast. It's a really good breakfast, like buffet style. You also get dinner. It's called the 5 or 5:30 p.m. kickback. Each night they have something different, from like pulled pork sandwiches to chicken Alfredo to other things. So you have free dinner every night. There's also a bar and restaurant on premises, and you also get free complimentary adult beverages during your stay as well. So they are all across the area. Like I said, Pittsburgh is the only place I'll stay at, is Drury. Here, it's a 12-minute walking distance to the island, and obviously really close to the Pigeon Forge Strip. So it's our first time staying here. We're really happy with it overall. It is super busy though. There's a lot of people staying there, and it's a little bit pricier than other places, but again, you're getting a lot for your money. You actually save money in the long run because you're not paying for parking. You save on having to buy dinner every night and other things. So I think it's a good value for what you're getting. Bonus tip, if the parkway is really congested, you could cover some ground using Teaster Road or Teaster Lane here. It's not nearly as busy. Doesn't go the entire strip of the parkway, but you could cover a few miles back here and then get out further down onto the parkway. So there's the big Ferris wheel from the island on the left there. So you show, just to show proximity and reference where we are. A couple of shopping plazas here on both sides. And on the right hand side up here, you're going to see some large, tall structures and a lot of stores. We're going to head in there. This is a really popular area, and they're blasting music, of course. But I'm going to read off some of the stores and show you some of the attractions up here. They have REI Co-op since 1938. Nike clearance store. Up here is, what is this? Azul, A-Z-U-L. And then right here, oh look it, there's a choo-choo train. Yes, this is the area I wanted to bring you to. There's a nice recreation area here for walking around, playing, sitting back, relaxing, taking a train ride. Then you got a drop tower right there. You got a big free fall tower over there, and some other unique things. Train station, it says. So apparently you get a train ride right around here. Let's see what the name of this place is. I forget the name of it offhand. It is, it's not the island. Where are we? So downtown Flavortown is here. That's not what we want though. Oh, the Mountain Mile. So this is called the Mountain Mile. So if you search that, you'll see it. They've really put a lot of work in here in the last year or two. It didn't used to look like this, so it's come a long ways. Drop tower. But there is a lot to see and do here. Shopping, dining, Bigfoot statues and stores, some other recreational rides here. Let's take a little gander through nice and slow here. Yeah, if anyone does that free fall, that is insane. Looks like they even have, yeah, free fall there. That's a giant swing, so it swings down right through this arch here on the left hand side. I can only imagine how that would feel. So Mountain Monster, I don't think it's open though. I don't know why, so I guess we won't be able to see anyone doing it, but I'm sure there's probably YouTube videos of it. But a nice rock waterfall feature here. We'll go around the other side and see. Toy Town's here, Crumble Cookie, Mountain Mile General Store. There's a winery. Got some Amish watching me. giant chess pieces here. Pandora, this is all turf here too. They got cornhole. Sorry. Pepper Palace, Carhartt. So downtown Flavor Town is where Guy Fieri. So it's dining. They also have an arcade in there and like a smaller scale bowling alley. So it's a kind of a 3-in-1 place. Expensive, but good. But if you're a fan of Guy Fieri, he has his own place right down here, right at the Mountain Mile. So you can come down here, spend a few hours here easily, walking around, doing some shopping, sitting back, doing some people watching. It's a really nice area for certain. And did you know I have my own place down here? J&P Cycles, motorcycles. Now if I said JP, I'd probably say, yeah, I'm JP. Did I get a cut of the profits? And right here, something brand new, Scooby-Doo Mystery Putt. I looked on Google Earth just recently. This was transformed into what it is today. This was just a grassy patch of land that didn't have anything here. It was really barren and empty. And I think within the last 6 to 12 months, this was added here. It's just opened a few months ago. And from what I heard, great reviews about it. I think we're actually going to do it while we're down here. I think they have 2 courses, but it's like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's interactive almost. Like when your ball goes into some of the holes, there's sound effects or smoke effects. But if you're a fan of Scooby-Doo, well, that looks like a pretty awesome course. And right here, Pigeon Forge Snow. Indoor snow tubing. So we saw that snow tubing earlier with the mountain coaster. That didn't have snow. This does. This is an indoor real snow tubing attraction. So it is colder in there. You want to dress appropriately for colder conditions, but you could go snow tubing year round indoors on real snow. Right past Scooby-Doo is the Lost Mine mountain coaster. Mountain coasters are in abundance down here. Gatlinburg has several. Pigeon Forge has several. Some are better than others. I have videos of my own where I rode was one of the longest ones in Pigeon Forge and even America at one time. But mine themed, pretty cool. I want to see if we could maybe get up and around here, give you a view of it, if this guy knows what he's doing here. Yeah, this looks like a pretty cool golf course. It's got bears, dynamite, mine tunnels, mine carts. That one's definitely calling my name, and someone's going up on the mountain coaster right now. Can't really see a lot of it from here, but you know, you see one, you see them all for the most part, except for that one that we saw earlier that has the cars on it. That one is different. It's like a pretty fun job. You know, I think that drop tower attraction's open now. They opened the window in the ticket booth. That would be something if they drop while we're doing the segment. Hopefully they don't lose their guts. Now, believe it or not, this is actually my first time coming to the Mountain Mile. I've known about it for a bit of time, seen plenty of pictures and videos. I knew it was near the parkway, but I never came here until today. And I have to say, it's really nice. I think it's a great little hidden gem. It has a little bit of everything for everyone. You got plenty of dining, plenty of shopping. You got bowling over there at Flavor Town. You got a freaking train ride. How cool is that? That takes you around. The recreation field here with turf, with like the cornhole, chess pieces, lounge chairs. I think there's even like a frisbee or balls to throw around. Music playing around. Just a great, relaxed, chill vibe. Much more laid back compared to like the Parkway area or even Gatlinburg. So if you are in the area, I think this is definitely a recommended location to visit. And that's why I included Teaster Lane as a bonus location, because you have this, you have the indoor snow tubing and the other attractions we showed you along the way as well. Now, for what my 3 top picks would be that I would want to visit for the first time coming here. Number 1 would be the Titanic. I love the Titanic as far as history is involved. I've watched a lot of documentaries, but when you see that in person, you're just like in awe. You're like, wow, that's cool. You can't come here and not get a picture in front of it. I do plan on doing the museum in the future. I don't believe they allow filming, like I said, but if they do, well, I'll definitely make a video. If not, it'll be for my own experience to enjoy. For go-karts, 2 go-kart tracks stood out to me as probably the best ones in my opinion. The alien themed one, which was kind of black and green, and they had like the multi-level tiers and levels and drops. That one, oh, I heard screaming. I thought someone was coming. And also the American themed red, white, and blue stars and stripes. They had that cascading drop near the front. I don't remember the name of that one, but we did see it earlier though, and they were coming down and then curving around. It was all themed out for America, red, white, and blue. For mini golf, believe it or not, the one I want to do the most is the one we saw most recently. Not Scooby-Doo Golf, but the one past it at the Lost Mine Coaster and Mini Golf Center. It's themed after a gold mine where they have dynamite, mine carts, mine tunnels. That was, oh, someone just dropped off that one. Oh, that was the Amish people we saw before. That mini golf place definitely calling my name for obvious reasons because I love mining. So those are my 3 picks. I want to hear yours. So pick a mini golf, a go-kart track, and a attraction that we've seen that you would want to visit for your first time. See if any of them match up with mine. Also, if you have been here before and have visited any of the attractions we've seen or talked about in this video, let us know down below. Are they worth checking out? Is it worth the admission? Or should we skip past it and do something else? That information will be incredibly helpful for those who are coming here for the first time. And I also hope too that this interactive video was a fun, enjoyable one. I mean, yes, it's lengthier. It requires some work on your part to have to move the image around, but you get to have a really unique, one-of-a-kind experience as if you're here in person on the parkway. And like I said, I'll be doing the Jurassic Jungle Boat ride like this as well, where you're gonna ride that attraction and look around wherever you want the entire time. Aside from that, I filmed Dollywood and I also filmed Gatlinburg. So if those videos are out already, they will be linked down below. If they're not out yet, just come back to my channel. They'll be coming out shortly after this video. But I'd love to hear your thoughts overall for this experience, not only in Pigeon Forge, but for viewing it this way where you're in control. And we'd love to hear your thoughts on your top 3 picks. I'm curious to see what you picked. Thankfully, we had a gorgeous weather. No one got hurt, no accidents. Some bad drivers out there, but it is a really busy area. That's to be expected. You have to have a little bit of patience coming down here and a big wallet to have a good time. But if you come here, you get to do a lot of things that you probably can't do many other places. Take care, everyone. Thanks for watching. Thanks for riding with me. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.